Hey guys, today we're going to talk with Derral Eves about how you can keep your audience engaged on your YouTube channel even when you're only posting videos about once a month because your content is so awesome it takes you a long time to make it. That's coming up. Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and this is Derral Eves from youtube.com/Derral Eves. Welcome. What's your channel about real quick?
My channel's on how to actually get a lot of growth and sustain that growth. So
On YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah. So he works with a lot of channels like the Piano Guys and a lot of other music channels. If you guys ever seen the Piano Guys, you know like their content is like amazing and it's not something you just sit down and vlog about, you know, a webcam for 2 minutes and then you post it, you know? Like how long does those videos usually take on average?
Well, they can shoot it in a couple days, but all the planning, the prep work, it takes weeks, if not months. And some of the projects that they actually have done, it's taken years.
With the channel, if you're working with the Piano Guys and many other clients that you work with who are doing this type of content, how can they keep their audiences engaged when it takes them so long to to make a video and they're only posting it like once a month and then the people forget about them? You know, how they keep them interacting and engaged?
Well, it's a lot what you do off of YouTube and other communities. Like I was just meeting with a client today and a lot of their followers are actually avid Facebook fans and so on and so forth. And so engaging them off-site, you know, through Twitter, Instagram, Vine, wherever they're at, and having a strategy there to tease them, hey, this is coming up, or behind-the-scenes type stuff before it even happens. A lot of that would make it really impactful so that they're kind of anticipating the release. One other thing is probably the most effective, too, is doing these little trailer teasers, kind of like what movies do. But you're doing it for your fans, and so they're really anticipating. But you just better make sure that it's really good content, or they're gonna unsubscribe to you if it's not good content. Yeah. So
you're taking like the main big video, and then you're making like smaller videos out of it, which would include things like behind the scenes, maybe Q&A, maybe other just stuff like that about the video.
Right, just stuff that they would actually view as valuable. But what my goal is every time is to make it so that they want to share it, and we're getting a lot of social signals that's going on. And we're getting a lot of traffic. It's like a client that we just met with just recently, not too long ago. They actually have TV episodes that they actually put on YouTube. And what they're trying to do is to figure out, okay, when we're off schedule, what do we do there? And so, you know, just doing a lot of community engagements like Hangouts and bringing people on as they're writing new content for the new season, getting them more involved and actually doing more of a community approach of getting the feedback, and they feel vested interest. And you know what? When that happens, that's when magic happens. That's when they're actually getting a lot of views. Yeah.
So what would you recommend would be kind of like a minimum posting schedule that any channel, regardless of how awesome your content is and how long it takes you to make, what would be like a minimum posting schedule, you think?
For me, once a month would be the minimum that I would actually do. If you go much more than that, I've just noticed that people lose interest. They forget about you. But with that posting to YouTube once a month, you need to have other strategies to keep the fans engaged, whether it's on G+, Twitter, Instagram, you know, Vine, Facebook, whatever it is. You have to have other strategies that they can actually get more content. And that content needs to be frequent in the sense of, you know, weekly, if not several times a week to do it. And I know with some of the other bands and other content creators that are very sporadic on, you know, their content coming out on YouTube, you know, we're probably posting 4 or 5, even 6 times a day on Facebook, where it's keeping them engaged and really a part of, you know, the projects that are actually coming up.
Does it make a difference if it's like really high quality or just like if you're just only published once a week because you're lazy? Does that make a difference?
It does make a little bit of a difference. Yes, it does. Yeah.
So I think audiences are a little bit more forgiving if they know it's going to be like the super high, or there's visual effects or like original music video or something like that, as opposed to just like, hey guys, I'm just vlogging once a month for you now, right?
Yeah, that would be difficult to market. I don't think that's going to happen.
I think your audience would be more understanding. So comment below about that, ideas that you guys have, and also check out Derral's channel. The link is below. And if this is your first time here, I'd love to have you subscribe every week. I do my best to help you guys as creators because I know a lot of you guys have a lot of messages that can really help people and change people's lives. If those people who need to hear you and find you could just hear you and find your channels and hear what you're doing. So thank you for letting me be a part of helping you guys grow your audiences and your communities here. Subscribe here, and I'll see you guys again next week. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.